a drink, use the bathroom, heroically cancel someone online.
I can do this all day.
The Comics Plus podcast is back.
Comics Plus, the podcast. Battery, we're back. Yeah, we're back from the break. There.
It was a break.
It was a break. Side A was amazing. It was fantastic. We talked a lot about stuff. We laughed. We cried. We reviewed The Flash. It was interesting. Yeah. Just we didn't record anything yet. We're doing it in reverse, just like last time. So if it seems a little weird, if we look a little more tired inside A, now you know. That's movie magic for you guys. Anyways, I have a story, as I usually do before introducing the guests. I went to go see the Spider-Verse movie before everybody else. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
And I can't remember watching the movie.
All right.
Because I was so distracted by all these celebrities and everybody. It was some crazy stuff. And one of the things was, DC Sun was on my right, and a famous Japanese supermodel was on my left. Okay. And I was just like, oh, you like Spider-Man? Like that. So it was crazy. It was crazy. But the one thing I remember, ironically.
What do you remember?
Ironically, it was at Roppongi Hills. There was a giant spider. Oh, yeah. Okay? I saw 3 black women taking photos, dancing around the spider. And then I saw this one woman look like, I don't know, like Black Jessica Rabbit with this red dress going on. It was some crazy stuff, okay? I get to talking, and I run into E-Bunny. You don't know her, but I do. Some people. Okay. Long story short.
Yeah.
I found out that this Jessica Rabbit woman is Aisha Dayo. Do you know Aisha?
Yeah, I know Aisha.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, can I go into details? I mean, how far can we go into this?
I don't know if you want to get that scandal going up here. Look, we're trying to give a good impression here, guys. We don't want no scandals. I don't want peace. I want problems. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor. We know her. You guys are about to know her. Ladies and gentlemen, Aisha!
Hi! Thank you!
Hello.
Hi.
Again, welcome.
Thank you for inviting me to your podcast.
My pleasure. Did you like that? The Black Jessica
I
Rabbit?
loved it!
Do you know who Jessica Rabbit is? That's the real question.
She's a sexy woman. Roger Rabbit?
Hey!
Yeah, I used to watch it as a kid.
Okay.
I used to, she's so hot. Don't want that when I was younger.
What you guys don't know is the fact that, and she warned me ahead of time because I asked her to come on to the podcast, the Comics Plus podcast, but she was like, but I don't know anything about comics and such. What you guys can't see is to her side, she's got some nerd backup here, just in case she gets a question or something. I'm like, don't worry about it. I'm like, look, I'm a comics YouTuber and I barely read comics, so don't worry.
Hi.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Yesterday I had 2 shows, the Juneteenth Gala, I had a wedding. My back dancer got married, so I went to surprise her at a wedding.
Oh, wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait, so at the show?
Oh, I had
separate
2 gigs.
Events.
Yeah.
Oh, so you were all over the place.
I had 2 rehearsals, 2 shows. Oh, I was like panicking.
So you're a professional. You're a legit professional.
I
don't know.
My voice might be a little raspy though.
Nah, I kind of like it. It's got that Kodakumi sort of husky kind of voice, I'm gonna try to calm down. I'm sorry. So while I have this very cold water, just tell us about yourself.
Okay.
I mean,
Aisha wa, when I was 16 years old, I was signed to Sony Music Japan. And when I was 20, 初めて first album, English or Japanese?
It's okay. Don't worry. We'll figure it out.
When I was 20, I released my first album. I made a song with DMC from Run DMC.
Okay.
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah.
How did that work out?
How did that happen?
That person? You knew that?
No. It just growing up in my house, rap wasn't allowed in my house. My dad didn't allow any rap because it's like the vulgar language. Like he didn't want his kids listening to it.
And where is this?
Where is this?
What country is this?
Nihon, Japan.
In Japan. Okay.
Yeah.
So growing up in Japan, your
Yeah.
your dad is...
He's black. He's from New Jersey.
He's from Jersey.
Yeah,
So a Jersey brother did not allow rap in his house. That is wild. Okay. but
No,
go
for
ahead.
his kids. For his kids.
That's fair. That's
Yeah,
fair.
when I was young. But the only rap he let us listen to, me and my brother, was Run DMC, their music. And so when I was making my song, I was like, oh, it'd be so cool if I could have him be a part of the song. And then I was in Sony, and they contacted him, and we sent the song with my voice in it already, or like what I wanted to do vaguely on this track, and he loved it, and he was like, come to New York, let's record it together, let's do it, let's do a show together. There's an event called Japan Day in New York, Central Park.
Okay.
It was a big event, and I performed with him. You know the song, walk this way, talk this way.
I know that song. I've never heard that version. But, like,
あれを
right.
The Aerosmith and Run
Yeah.
DMC.
Oh, yeah.
I sang the Aerosmith part, and we performed it together. So that was really cool.
Can people still find that? Is that on...
Yeah, it was like...
I'm just saying.
It was like one of the first gigs I've ever done, so like,
I'm
I
just
sucked.
saying. I mean, man.
やだ、恥ずかしい。
You gotta start somewhere.
I know, right? Exactly. So that was your humble beginning.
Yeah,
right?
basically, yeah. So,
Okay. So you were part of Sony for quite some time, right?
そうだね, for like 10 years, a long time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Why did you always want to be a singer?
Yes. Like
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
I think
Any influence?
Yeah, my dad was a professional trombonist. He performed and toured with Michael Jackson, Stevie Wonder, Confunction, Diana Ross, all these major artists, and he toured with them. He's in the albums as well, and then he flew to Japan because he was offered a gig to work at Tokyo Disneyland as a trombonist in the band.
Okay.
And my mom was a can girl and a singer, and they
At Tokyo Disney.
at Tokyo
Okay.
Disneyland, and they
Okay.
fell in
Wow.
love. So I'm a Disney baby.
You are.
Yeah.
Hey, happiest place on earth, right? You know, like, man. Okay. So
What princess does that make you?
What princess?
you are. She is
Yeah.
a Disney princess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just realized that. Oh my God. Okay. So
Yeah.
wow. So that's the story they always tell you.
そうだね.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay. So are you the first child, or
No, I have a brother.
right?
Yeah.
So you're the second.
He's
child.
the one that's
He's the oldest.
more into this genre.
Okay. Okay.
Genre.
Okay. So he loves these games. He's like, Aisha, is it you singing on this game? It's like, oh, I didn't know the song was out yet. Thanks, Willie. He's the one that updates me about every song that comes out. He's like, Aisha, is that you on Bridget's theme song? It's like, oh yeah, that's me.
Bridget's theme song. See, I don't even know what that is. What is?
Guilty.
Thank you. Sorry. I don't know. No, people know. I don't. When it comes to games, I don't know about that. But yeah, we can talk about that for a quick second. Is like that's probably your most notable situation internationally, or is it Naruto?
The Naruto for sure.
For sure. Okay. So what did you do with Naruto?
What did I do with
Like what? Yeah. What's
ナルトのエンディングテーマ
Okay.
ending theme song
Yeah.
そうこの
Which
声
one?
この声からして
Naruto's been around for a long time.
Yeah, for a long time.
So that's what I'm. It's like you got to be very specific.
そう
with
だよね
that.
なんとか疾風伝
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's the
Naruto
one-
Shippuden. Yeah.
いや
I'm
疾風伝
something, whatever.
Yeah,
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 I'm familiar a little bit with it.
Yeah, so that's the one that I sang the ending theme song for.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the one that has like ridiculous amounts of plays on like Spotify and stuff.
Really? Did you get a lot of international fans after that?
Yeah, when I performed with Run DMC at Central Park, the first row was all the people were like dressed as Naruto. I was like, I didn't know people over here know Naruto, so I was like blown away. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm actually kind of surprised about that. I'm surprised that you were surprised that
Yeah.
people knew that. Naruto's huge.
そうなんだね
Huge. Oh yeah.
Is there an English title for this one?
Till the voice runs dry.
Okay.
この声からして Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So so was that just connected through Sony or?
そうだね。I was in Sony で、そのit's a long time ago. 何があったっけな? So I made a few songs, and it wasn't. I think the Naruto staff listened to it, and then they picked me out of. I think there was like a shit ton of songs that they wanted to choose from, and they chose my songs from it.
Oh wow! So it wasn't even really made for the show.
I wanted it to be used for the show.
Okay.
Of course.
So it's kind of more like an audition
yeah,
sort of.
so.
Okay, got it.
Because I wasn't like well known or anything.
Right.
だから
So you made something that you felt would match.
Yeah.
So Guilty Gear, how did that come about?
How did that come about? The creator of Guilty Gear that does the drawings for it also does the music for it.
Okay.
Yeah, and I forgot how it happened. I think he just contacted my 事務所 and was like, we want Aisha to sing on it. And we tried it out. It's really like heavy metal. It's like rock. It's
Right.
Right. So I was like, am I going to be able to do this? So I tried it out and I sounded pretty good. So, and they kept calling me for the theme songs for like 5 characters.
Right.
So,
Okay, because I think the first time your name came about my desk or so was when
His
the
desk.
No, this desk, so whatever desk we're using that day, was when it was whichever girl is the one that does the jackal pose. Is that?
これ?
I don't know, the pumpkin girl.
Pumpkin.
Yeah, the pumpkin girl. She does the whole bending thing, and
It's pretty hot.
yeah. I mean, but your music was being played around that time, and so that was kind of like the one where I'm like, oh, Aisha does the theme song to the jackal
dolphin.
pose. Yeah. Is that what it is?
Does she have like a dolphin thing that comes out?
I just remember a
go
jack-o'-lantern,
on.
a whole thing, the pose. I just remember the pose.
Go on.
I don't know the details. I just know the pose like
Hi.
that. But okay, so that's somewhere along this.
そうだね.
I think it's so funny that like we're in somewhat the industry, right? I mean, we're barely in there, but you know, we're kind of like, yeah, we know the bits and pieces of it, but we're not gonna be like that.
You can't be able to follow every game, every character. That's
well,
crazy.
not just that, because you have to be so like you got to be focused and somewhat obsessed with your own craft. You know, like singing is your life, right? So we can't really be so far into like these facets of fiction unless you were already in it from the beginning. Like lots of actors, you know, Henry Cavill is a good example. Superman. He is so into Warcraft or Warhammer PC games, but some of the other stuff he just doesn't really have much time to unless he's given the role and he comes here and researches it or something like that. So I think that's kind of in general how it works. You're into Sonic, you know. I'm into stuff I can't say online, but you know, it is. It's okay.
You're into stuff you can't say. What do you mean, porn? Like, what are you talking about?
I'm just saying.
What kind of porn are you into?
Oh my God! Oh no!
It's gotta be porn. What else would it be?
We have a female here. I mean,
Okay, all right.
this time that's not in the industry.
Okay.
That's the thing. And that was even more interesting when I was like, "Hey, Aisha, you want to be on the show here? Here's some samples of the interviews we've done.
There you go.
The last 2 interviews we've done were porn stars," and she was like, "Yeah, okay, let me think about it for just a second."
Yeah.
It wasn't that bad. You should go watch the interviews. They're great.
We're professionals.
Yeah.
We're honing.
Yeah. Here's a professional question. Why do you think people chose your voice opposed to like, you know,
Chose
other
my
voices?
voice for what?
Like, you know, for the Guilty Gear, for the Naruto.
なんでだろうね. Why did they choose my voice? I'd like to think they like it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
like that.
Opposed to, like, I think, and like you noticed that like they like this about my voice, like you really noticed it.
I think なんだろうね. Oh God, I've never been asked that. なんでだろう.
Radley with the hard-hitting questions today. Dun dun dun.
Why did they choose me? Yeah, they keep choosing me again and again for different theme songs too. And I'm like, you probably should ask other people. You probably need different voices for different people. But I think when I go into the studio, okay, so I record lots of songs for commercials, anime games, and I'm really good at fitting my voice for each character. What they like, do it more sexy, do it more cute, do it more pop, do it more rock. I can adjust. I'm really good at adjusting my voice to what the client wants.
Okay, so you have a lot of range.
Yeah, I think I'm good at adjusting like a character into my voice. If they want something, I can give it for sure, whatever character they want, and I think it's easy to use me in that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Could you give us like a sample? Like, what's the anime voice?
Yeah.
No?
If I had a script or if I wrote a lyric, if I was singing a melody.
Can you write a script?
Spider-Man, right, there you go.
なんかもっと例えばじゃあスタジオに入って「スパイダーマンスパイダーマン」っていうメロディーがあったら「Spider-Man Spider-Man oh can you do it more nicer like sweeter like more girly Spider-Man Spider-Man like more なんか more whispery とか more stronger とか I'm really good at adjusting my voice.
Okay. No, I get it. Would you say, can you put a number on the different ranges you have, or is it just kind of a more of a feeling like that?
A number?
Like, for example, like, you know, if I were to guess, I have about three and a half ranges of voices that I can use when doing like narration or voice acting or whatever. Most of them end up sounding like the Joker. But
wait, I gotta ask, what are those three?
I can't do it right now. I'm the same way. I gotta have a script. I have to have a script, man.
I know. When you're asked on the spot, it's like, I don't know.
No. But when the teleprompter is in front of you, you're just like, and then just like you said, like my director or supervisor, she'll be like, can you do it more of a like a or something like that, you know? Like and I'm like, okay, like that. So. Okay, I got
it. Good question.
I get it. Yeah. That was a good question.
That was a good question. At first, I was like, "What do you mean? Like,
why do they pick?"
Like, wait,
there's obviously a reason.
Yeah,
if you're getting this many gigs. You know.
Arigato.
Yeah. Okay, so Aisha, personal sort of stuff.
Okay.
You have never lived in America. You just visited America.
So every year until like high school, elementary got a high school my day, every year, I went to international school. So we would have 4 months off for summer break every year. And so I would go to New York for like a month, go to camp. I went to Camp Corey. I love that camp. But I would be there for like a month and, you know, make all these cool friends. I'm still tight with like Adele. Yeah.
I hope you watch.
Hey, Adele. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe. If you're new to the channel, I would Adele. I really want, I want the real Adele too. I want the
But as an adult, like when I shot a music video in LA, she was in the music video. She's really beautiful. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So like I am kind of curious in general though, because I think this is kind of a interesting situation. Like I meet a lot of doubles or mixed people in Japan, but generally speaking, most of the people I've ever met have actually been from not living in Japan. It's just in my history. They've lived in America and then they're coming visiting Japan like that. So this is actually kind of like, I don't know exactly how to explain it. This is like the first time I've really met someone like, obviously I know you're mixed, right? But I'm seeing like definitely a Japanese kind of side of all things, which is, and I noticed that as well when we were just talking about the Spider-Man movie and it was you, me, a few of our friends, all of us are black, but I noticed a lot of times you're just like, what is going on? And like very colloquial things.
Yeah.
It's a very like, I would say an American thing.
Yeah, like if the girls start twerking or something. Like.
Exactly. You're just like,
I'm sorry.
Okay, interesting, right?
The twerking.
So no, it's very unique. But you know, growing up, at what point did you ever feel like, okay, you went to international school, so I guess everybody was kind of mixed anyway. So you never really felt like you were on the outside, right?
Not exactly. Like, I'm not going to talk shit about my international school, but the school I went to, we had like one black kid per grade. And like, and so.
The token.
Yeah,
Okay,
the token. I was the token.
You were the token.
But
girl. Damn.
But I didn't. Okay, I was too young to really know what race was. I didn't know. But like for example, if a group of girls did something stupid, were loud, or on the bus and got in trouble or whatever, I would be the only girl in the group to be reported to the principal's office.
Yeah.
So it happened every single time. Like if a group of people got in trouble, I would be the only person to be reported. Or like if the whole classroom forgot their homework, the whole classroom, that means the teacher forgot to say what the homework was. But the whole class forgot, and the teacher came up to me, pointed at me, and said, "You are going to fail in life, Aisha." And I was like...
That happened to you.
And I would be like treated differently, but I didn't understand why. Okay. Oh my God, I'm gonna cry. Oh my goodness.
No. Like I know we talked about this beforehand, and I didn't want this to be like the focus of the interview, but I also think it's very important to people for people to understand the kind of stuff that you've had to go through, because you are Japanese.
Yeah.
Like, don't ever let anybody ever tell you something, but 1 ounce of another race and people try to discredit you as not being part of this is your country. You know what I'm saying? And so those are things that I think is really important to understand. What your parents, I'm sure they had very supportive then.
Yeah.
And when race became an issue, what kind of things did they kind of tell you to
so like everywhere I go, my skin color was different. I had like curly pom-poms. I looked like Minnie Mouse. And so everywhere I go, people would turn around and look at me or stare for a very long time. And so growing up, I was like really self-conscious. But when I went home and I asked my mom, like, why is everybody looking at me? And she would say, oh, it's because you're beautiful.
Hey,
and I was like,
is
that why? And then from then, when people look at me, I'm like, you can look. So I think because of my mom, I got to change all that. The stuff that I thought was negative, I turned it into a positive because of her. So I feel really lucky for that. Yeah.
Did you grow up with the whole double expression? Double, like I'm not hafu, I'm double?
Not really, but sometimes when I say hafu desu, I'm half, people are like, don't say that. I'm like, excuse me.
Right. And so I'm kind of curious. So
why should you not say that?
Because you're not half of something, you're double.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So that was the whole thing, because you're only just 50% of that.
Yeah.
You're less of us, I guess. Like that's
I've never heard that before.
So
really?
A lot of I've met, in my other line of work, I met a lot of kids where they're half or they're mixed, and they're like, no, my mom told me to say that I'm double, I'm twice as much instead of half. So it was very interesting. I see, but I think that's more of a new thing in the last 10 years or so. I say. Does it get easier? Because I think it's kind of a little difficult, because I think sometimes you have to separate Aisha, the singer, and then just Aisha, the person in general, in your private life, right? Does it get better? Has it gotten better? This is something Becky talked about years ago, because, she's mixed and she would be teased. But when she got older, it became like a selling point, so to speak.
True.
Is that the same for you?
Like going back to what I was saying earlier, when teachers would point me out or treat me differently, I didn't understand it. But after school, every day I had choir to go to. I had sang at a church. I was in a gospel choir. I would always be performing. I had every solo in every choir. And so I got to shine on stage and be like, I don't know why this teacher is mad, but I got to go to practice. So anyway, I would forget about it and just shine on stage. And so it never really got to me.
That's good.
I just didn't understand why I was treated differently.
Right, till later.
Now, as an adult, I was like, that might have been racist. Miss Kwan.
Wait a second. so you're 2 a.m. in the morning, next week, I just was going to wake up think of something 15 years ago. That was fucking racist. Oh my God.
No, exactly that.
Okay.
But I'm not mad, I'm not mad. Because I had so much going for me outside of school. that it never really got to me. And like I got signed at 16. Like I just had a fun life. I was always in the studio recording, performing. So like I'm not complaining.
How about now? How about
Yeah.
just now in general? And like,
Right now,
you know, I'll actually even enhance that question. When you go to America, when you visit America,
Yeah.
do you feel like that's a place that you belong or that you can blend in with, mix with? Or do you feel like really like a stranger when you're over there?
ちょっと難しい. Like one thing I noticed when I'm in Japan, people like look at me or stare at me, and
Right.
I'm so used to that. So when I'm in America and I walk and no one's looking at me, I'm like, nande? Like, oh, it like everybody looks different. Everybody has different hair color, eye color, you know, different body shape and sizes, and like I like that you can be as, you know, you can be yourself, and like nobody really cares. I like that.
Okay.
I feel
When you're in the States or when you're just traveling in general, can people pick up on like the fact that you may not be like, I mean, obviously you are American, American blood, but like you weren't raised there. So like you have little sort of mannerisms that are very Japanese. So do people pick up on that in the States? Sometimes they'll be.
I don't notice
Where
it,
are you
but
from? They'll be like that.
yeah, I don't notice it, but apparently every 2 seconds I like bow my head down.
Right.
Oh, thank you so much. Oh, like if I get a compliment, oh, you look pretty. I'm like, oh, arigatou, thank you, and I do that, and they're like, why are you doing that? Or so I get that a lot. Or sometimes like language, like 日本語でトイレ借りていい? Can I borrow your bathroom? Is the direct translation. But in English, hey, can I borrow your bathroom? My friends would be like, yeah, why don't you take it home with you? And so the things that is okay and normal to say in Japanese, when you translate it, it sounds off. So that I get a lot. Like, what? みたいな.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I get that a lot.
Okay. Friendships, relationships in general. Do you have a healthy like mix of like Japanese friends, a lot of foreign friends, or?
ね、I think I have like
Producers are
a.
sounding off.
Yeah. They're in the back like, oh my God, exposed. Yeah, right.
I have like a few clique of friends. One is all Japanese.
Okay.
One is all black. Right here, we got Jessica in the house. One is mixed, half. And like for each group, I can talk about things that I can't talk with the other group. You know, I can't talk about hair with a bunch of Japanese people because they're silky smooth. They don't know the struggle that I go through, you know? Or like skin color stuff, like Black Lives Matter in talks. I can't do that with my Japanese friends, but with my black friends, I can talk about that. But there's some stuff with, no offense, she's right
that's
here.
fine.
So.
Actually, before you move on to that, no, I'm actually kind of curious. I am kind of the hair situation. So, are you naturally curly?
I'm very curly.
Okay,
okay.
Got it. No, I figured. I figured that part of the DNA won out because I'm always thinking about if I have kids, I'm like, and if I have a daughter, that's a big issue. If I have a son, it's like whatever, you know, like. But yeah, it's straightening that hair out, man. Yeah, okay. Just curious. Okay. Yeah. So when you talk, what can't you talk about with black people?
Let us
know. Let us know.
Oh, that's so. Wait, are you black? I'm so sorry.
He's not.
Actually, I'm mixed too. I'm mixed. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, I don't mind. I don't mind. It's okay.
Yeah,
I'm on the other side here.
Okay.
We are both the same here.
Yeah.
A little bit. I'm mixed too, but I'm not sure what. So yeah.
Okay.
I never got the DNA.
test.
Yeah. One day I will, but it might be Chinese. I'm not sure. Okay. Interesting, right?
Nice.
Okay. So, all right. So let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Sorry, what was the question?
The question was, what can't you talk about?
Why can't I talk
with your black friends?
Yeah.
Talk about Japanese.
What's something? Let's rephrase it. What can you talk about with your Japanese girls and friends?
That just doesn't really register.
I don't know.
I am very curious. Yeah.
Like, 例えば, with my black friends, we have a very clique mentality. Like, the struggle that you go through. Like, there's so much that you had to get over in order to survive or to
Yep,
be in a
yep.
mentally healthy state. And like that's why it's very cliquey a little bit. Like I just performed at a Juneteenth gala. Everybody black, one
Right.
white person in the whole event. Like
And you know that white person was also black too. On the inside,
he
it's
was,
like, yeah.
he was.
Yeah.
He was.
Hallelujah
Yeah.
to the promised land. All right, Peter, calm down.
Exactly.
All right, okay.
But sometimes I don't want to talk about the struggle. Sometimes I don't want to talk about. I just want to act like a human being without any worries. And
No, I get it. No, I get it. No. Forget him. Forget him
Yeah.
right now. I'm listening.
Yeah.
I hear you. Dave Chappelle said the
Sometimes-
same thing.
I don't,
Yeah.
I don't
You wanna
want to
talk
talk
about,
about
like, Starbucks and
yeah,
stuff?
just stupid shit. Not
Yeah,
just
yeah.
stupid shit, but
Right,
like
I get it. I get it.
you know,
It's
just like
escapism.
easy
Yeah.
flowing
Yeah.
stuff. Like talk about
Yeah.
Japanese comedy, humor, just like laugh a little. Like we laugh too,
Like, laugh
but
a
like
little.
it's just more lighthearted.
I get it. No, I get it. You keep looking. Don't worry. I get it. Dave, look, listen. Dave
Furious
Chappelle.
with you
Yeah.
right
Dave
now.
Chappelle said the same thing.
Yeah?
He was like, that's why I don't smoke weed with black people. They always complain about stuff. You know, he's like, I love smoking with
Yeah.
white people.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that.
They
So
have
no,
less hurt.
I get it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Less hurt.
Now, however,
Yeah.
I'm gonna challenge you on that. Do you also think that's because your friends are? I'm assuming the black friends you speak of are all women,
They are all women.
and that might be the other issue.
What do you
'Cause
mean? What do you mean?
Well, black women by far go through so much more struggle growing up, especially in Japan. Black women are growing up with a lot more struggle than the black man would. You know, out here. A black man throw the dick on the table and it's just like, yeah, I love it out here. I love it. You know, a woman out here.
He speaks from experience.
I do. A black woman growing up here, it's like, it's much harder.
I see.
It's harder to date. It's harder to be loved. You're getting sexualized a lot more, and you look like you're considered an experiment for a lot of Japanese men.
The way they hit on you, I've heard some crazy ass things.
Yeah. So it's very interesting. So just something,
I like that
something
you said
to keep
that.
in mind. Yeah.
Even as a man, I like that you said that.
Yeah.
And yeah, I love that.
I used to be a woman.
Oh, really?
Just kidding. No.
Are you trans?
Not today.
No, not today.
Yeah,
Okay.
Privately.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, actually, it is Pride Month, isn't it? Okay, we got 10 more days.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah.
where do we want to go with this here? Because
I was gonna say because
Yeah.
you know the meme, like what do Japanese people talk about?
Yeah.
Like you know, like you'd think it would be like something sophisticated, but no, it's mostly like Starbucks and what else they talk about? Like some restaurant they
Nutella.
went to.
oh,
You know what I'm talking
Sorry, I was
about?
thinking about white people. Sorry.
No, not white people.
Starbucks and Nutella. No.
No.
Okay.
No.
No.
You know, like you've seen the memes, right?
No.
The Japanese memes are like saying what people think, you know, Japan is like, but what
Yeah.
見たことない。
It's like, oh, you live in Japan? And like the guy has an idea of like cat ear girls, Godzilla, and all that. And then the
Oh.
guy's like, yep. And then you see an image of just like very
Starbucks.
rough hotels, like just all this westernized stuff. And
okay.
it's like, it's not as cracked up as it
Okay.
means to be.
Did you say
okay.
memes to be? Did you just?
I don't know. I'm segueing into
Okay,
something
my
else
bad,
there. Industry-wise, do you get along with a lot of singers or like people
Yeah.
in the industry? Do
Yeah.
you work well with them? Or do you prefer to kind of have like your friends be non-singers? Or...
No. That one clique of mine that I'm tight with, we're called animals.
Okay.
Animarusu.
Okay, I'm listening.
I know it sounds weird in English. In Japanese,
Why
it's really
animals?
cute.
Yeah.
Animarusu. And
Why-
we're like,
okay.
one is a singer, Jasmine. She's an R&B singer. Amazing. She's beautiful, so good at singing. Such a sweet girl. Jasmine, you gotta listen to her song.
Okay.
Yeah, Jasmine. Mati, she does my hair and makeup. She's a hair and makeup artist. Yumio, she's a model, fashion girl. And Hanako, she's a model too. And yeah, we take like a trip every year. We hang out. Yeah, I'm sorry. What was the question? I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Do I have Japanese friends? Oh, singers.
No.
Go
It was
ahead.
about being with other groups.
Yeah. Being
Like
with
how do you
singers.
interact with the other?
Right.
You know.
Okay.
I mean, in general, though, because I know like you're good friends with few
Yeah.
popular singers out
Yeah,
here, and
yeah.
maybe because of the time with Sony, or just because you've been around, right?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
that. So
そうだね。
I found, yeah, there were a lot of people. I was like, oh, we all went to the same college together. Okay. very
Amazing.
interesting. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah.
Spider-Man の時あった。
Exactly. I was surprised. And so,
ね。
very surprised everybody went to the same college. But
Do you want to talk about that? I was wondering if we could talk about that.
yeah, I don't care. Like, yeah.
Okay, yeah, we all.
Do you want to talk about it? What college you went to?
I'm good.
I'm good, as in I don't want to talk
As
about
you
it.
don't
or I'm
want
good
to?
as
Or
in
you want
like,
to
we
move
can
on?
talk
Okay.
about it.
She preferred not to. And then
All right, yeah, that's-
we'll move on. That's
Well, what we
fine.
introduced to, we were like, he's saying, well, how do you know Aisha? I'm like,
yeah, no, I was like, what are you gonna say?
yeah.
You'll just have to do some investigating if you want to know. What's Aisha? What is next here? At least in Japan, like, is there anything that you want to do? Do you have any projects that are coming up soon in Japan right now?
今何やってるかな Right now, okay, so ちょっと難しいのは my one song that became the biggest hit is called Shy でもいいよ
Shy Demo E.
Yeah, it's got
Okay.
like 7 million views on YouTube. And that's the song that people know me for. And every time I release a pop, catchy song, it does really well. But when I do like ちょっと serious, ちょっと more R&B centered, not as pop, it doesn't do as well. But all the singers, all the DJs, all the music staff love it. So it's like, do I focus on what I want to do with R&B wise? It's like more fun for me at this age too. Or do I go back to do what my followers or what my listeners love? Like it's hard for me to figure out which I want to do. I don't know if this is YouTube worthy, but
Yeah, it's fine.
yeah,
No,
so-
it's fine. So
Like
you're at an impasse right now. You're at a cross. Like,
そう
not
どう
really sure,
そう
right?
求められてることをやった方がいいのか、それか人気ポピュラーなものをやった方がいいのか is to make my fans happy, to make the people that have been, giving me all this I love your music って言ってくれる人が happy になるためにやるか or make songs that I want to dance to, that I want to listen to, and
Right.
I want my friends to dance to, and
Are you really close with your fans?
I'd like to think so. I have like a little fan club.
Yeah.
And we talk, we text each other, we send each other pictures. I do like games where like the person that wins first place, I call them for like 5 minutes. なんかいろいろゲームとかもやってる。
Okay. Is that on like what kind of is that social media stuff or
Do you
like?
know ファニコンって知ってる?
Heard a
知らない?
little bit of
I just
that.
know it. ファニコンってアプリがあって、そこで you can join and like you can join like I send all these pictures and like
I get
stuff that I don't post elsewhere.
Okay.
What's the app's name
It's
again?
like-
Fanicon, Fanicon, Fanicon.
Okay.
Okay.
And is it only available for people who live in Japan, or is it international?
I think I got a few people that are from America.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah. Give me the link and I'll post it. Is that your main place of like working with your fans, or Instagram, or
まあ
what?
Instagram かな。
Is also big.
Yeah, I need to post more on YouTube. I know I have to. I need to do that.
So when you say you have to post more on YouTube, is that like
Yeah.
independently done, or is
That's a
it
good
kind of,
question.
like,
do you have a
independently?
manager now? Are you
So
part of a label?
I've been in the same agency since I was 16 years old.
Okay.
It's called Dynamics. It's a very small like advertising company なんだけど I'm the only artist in it. It's a very small. We're like family.
Okay, it's kind of in-house.
In-house. Yeah, it's in the
Yeah,
house.
like real, like literally something like this. Like, yeah. Just 5 people.
そうそう
Like,
そうそう、す
okay.
ごいちっちゃい。
Okay.
And so. I've been with them for the whole time, but oh yeah, I can't talk about this yet.
I mean, if you want,
So-
yeah. Oh, is it announcement time? Is this?
まあでも I'm still with the same agency, and
Okay.
I want to stay with them for as long as I want to. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. That being said, so that being said, Aisha, you came on to this podcast for one reason, and one reason only. I mean, there are other reasons. There are other reasons, but when we met back and we talked about it, there was one thing that you said to me about a decision that you're thinking about making or whatever, like that. And I was like, yo, this sounds awesome. I got to get you on the podcast. Got to get them hits, the English viewing hits here. So Aisha, for the first time ever, in English at least, has an announcement that she wants to make to you, your fans, to the new fans, to us, everybody. What is it?
For the first time in my life, I'm moving to LA.
Whoa! Moving.
Moving. Yeah.
Like you're leaving Japan.
Yeah. I'm really nervous about
That's
it,
big.
like I told you. Yeah. I've never lived in America, ever.
Right.
Ever.
Right.
Yeah. I've only lived in Japan my whole life. And I've always wanted to live there because, like, even college, I had to stay in Japan. So.
True.
So, you know.
Hint.
Hint, wink, wink. Yeah.
Yeah. So I've always wanted to live in America. And, like, every time I go to LA, these crazy, amazing opportunities just, like, fly in my face. So I was like, I really want to do this, you know? But I still have big jobs that I have to do in Japan as well. So I want to be able to go back and forth, but stay mainly in America, make lots of music, and
Don't a lot of Japanese celebrities do that?
They do, yeah. I was just telling her about that. Like Watanabe Naomi recently moved to America. Lola, yeah. Like a lot of people. Even one of the singers.
Triple A.
Okay, that one. Yeah. But there's also another singer. I think Miyavi actually. Miyavi or somebody lives in Thailand. No, a bigger singer moved to Thailand. He's just like chilling there. Yeah. Gakto. Yeah.
Gakto.
Yep.
Hey.
Some of the hugest. Utada was spent most of her life outside of Japan most of the time, and then would just occasionally dip into Japan, make a record or something, and dip out. Right. So it's very interesting about that. So why? I mean, I think you already answered, but why LA? Why my hometown? Yeah, I'm listening. Because LA all day, West Side till we die. That's what's up, right?
すげえ。So LA に初めて行った時が、it was like right before Corona-ish. And then I went for the first time because, so there's this crew that always shoots my music videos. I always ask the same person, and we've done so many videos together. And the whole crew was in LA already because they were shooting Triple A. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Cricket. Yeah. Oh yeah, we know.
Yeah. So.
I love their service. When my car breaks down,
Nah. But anyways, so my whole crew was already in LA anyway, shooting someone else's video. And so they were like, Aisha, come to LA, I'll shoot you your video. I was like, oh, really? And then I went to LA, but I didn't have like a big ass budget. So I didn't have someone to do like my hair and makeup and stuff. But like, I was really bummed out about it. But I got there. I was really psyched, right? And then some person I've never even met messages me and was like, hey, if you're ever in LA, please let me do your hair because I love your voice and I think you're amazing. I was like, what the hell? I was like, I'm actually in LA right now. I'm shooting a music video tomorrow. He's like, what time, where? I was like, oh. And I looked at their profile. This person does Rihanna's hair.
Okay.
And
I was gonna say just random people message you in LA wanting to meet. Not too strange.
Like every celebrity that I am like following on Instagram, he does their hair. I was like, how did you find me? But anyways, that happened. And I was like, oh, but I don't have like a big ass budget, so I can't afford you right now. So maybe one day when I then I'll ask you. He goes, what time, where is the shoot? He comes to my I've never met in my life, comes to my hotel.
Not strange at all, Aisha. This is the Japanese side of her. Like, just come to my hotel, do my hair.
You wanna come to my hotel?
Yeah, exactly,
but
right?
Anyway, it's a happy ending. So he comes.
I'm sure it was. You're making this too easy for me. Yeah.
それで朝の5 in the morning に comes to my hotel, makes me look like an absolute Barbie doll. And like, I never felt so pretty in my whole life. And I had all these extensions, all this stuff in my hair. And like, another person, contacted me and she was like, let me do your makeup. And I was like, okay. It turns out she's Mariah Carey's makeup artist. These people make me look absolutely gorgeous now. Like, majide. Every time I look at the music video, I'm like, I didn't even know I was that pretty. I had no clue. But anyways, like, that was the first time I went to LA. The first day I was there, that happened. And every day that I'm there, some crazy thing happens. Like, just things that just doesn't make any sense.
Okay.
Like, miracles just keep happening. And then I was like, if there's a sign, please give me a sign. And I get one every single time.
So how many times have you been to LA so far?
Twice.
Okay. So
Yeah.
twice, and
Yeah.
good things happen to you twice.
No. Every day that I'm there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The last time I went, I don't know which one to talk about. The first day that I got there, my friend picks me up and we go to, do you know what Soho House is? It's the first time I found out what it was.
Ah.
It's like a very fancy restaurant-y place.
Okay.
And then we're sitting down, we're having lunch, and there's a table next door to us. There's like a bunch of older dudes having like a birthday party. Good for you. They all stand up.
That was cute. Yeah, okay.
Continue.
Yeah.
They all stand up. It was at Malibu, right by the ocean.
Okay.
They all stand up. They take their shirts off and they jump into the ocean. And they're all like laughing, having a great time. So I took a video because it's adorable, like
Right.
best friends. And they come back. And I was like, hey, I took a video. Here you go. And then this man goes, hey, where are you from? Like, what do you do? I was like, oh, I'm from Japan. I'm a singer. Wait, right? And then he goes, oh, I'm the CEO of Warner. Do you want to come by and like come see it? Like, just cool.
Now, was he really the CEO
Deadass.
of Warner?
No, deadass.
Have you ever heard of running game? Like, you're like, I could be the CEO of Disney.
Nah.
You wouldn't know?
No,
Yeah, you know.
Majide.
What did he look like?
Yeah, that's a real good
I'll show
question.
you. I'll show
yeah,
his
yeah.
Instagram.
Tell me his name.
I'll show
I
you
would
his
like to
Instagram.
know. I
Yeah.
would like, that sounds like that just sounds like good pickup game there. Yeah.
No,
Oh, you're from Japan? Yeah, I'm a CEO of the color blue. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, no,
So,
dead
okay.
ass. I thought they missed
Okay,
it.
okay.
But like stuff like that happened every single day that I'm there. So
All
I was
right.
like, this gotta be a sign.
Okay. So, Aisha, have you thought this through all the way? Now I gotta be devil's advocate because you've only been there twice,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You had a nice little honeymoon.
Yeah, I
get it.
did.
You were traveling, but
Yeah.
that also happens to people who visit Japan.
Yeah.
Every day. Oh, I just had some great udon. Oh, what is this ramen? Okay, I love
Yeah,
it. You know, like
I
every
know.
day is something
No.
good.
It's just that. But my whole life I've wanted to live in America,
Okay.
and I never had the chance to go. Like as a college student, I was working. I've been working since I was 16, nonstop, touring, and like every weekend I'm on a bullet train or airplane singing all over Japan. And I've just worked for so long, and I've never had the chance to live in a different country like the way I wanted to. And
I get
so.
Sounds like what something
Yeah.
Utada said a while back when she's semi-retired.
Oh.
She's like, I've never paid rent once in my life. You know, I don't know what it feels like.
I read that.
So,
yeah.
but it also sounds like to me a little bit that you don't want to give all of that up
Don't want to
in
give all
Japan.
that up.
So you want to live in America, but you also don't want to fully give all of that up in Japan.
I just have. So every year I have like a Billboard gig that I have with. Do you know what Jazztronic is? It's a famous jazz band, and we do Billboard shows at like Tokyo and Osaka and Nagoya every single year, like twice a year.
Okay.
And like それとかなんかいろんなライブショーの仕事大きいのがあるから I do want to keep that. Like I do want to if I can. だから
Do you think living in another country they're gonna be like, oh, she's not here anymore, and then like.
I think I want to stay mainly in America and jump back to Japan
Right.
for a month or two
Okay.
and get all this work done and then go back. So
Okay.
so 逆に right now that's what I'm doing opposite. Yeah.
Okay.
I go to America a few times
Right.
a year so cuz I work with Zumba. I have like Zumba events, Zumba gigs, Zumba cruises and like I make songs for Zumba だからそういう仕事とかもあったりすると I go to America for like extended amount of time and work とか. So I want to do that opposite.
Have you made a business plan, or can you survive living in America
I don't think
under the current structure, or do you need to look for a job? Or what?
I don't think I can afford to live just with music at first.
Okay.
Because I only know how to make money in Japan. Like, because I've only lived in Japan. だから I think in America, I don't think I can only do music first, but I'm completely fine with that. Like, I'm excited. I already have a bunch of people that are like talking to labels and like helping me out right now. Yeah, I'm excited.
So is that what? I guess my question is, do you want to kind of have like a quote unquote normal sort of job? Like, do you want to work at Rite Aid or something like that? Is that
What's that?
Drugstore.
Hell no.
Studio. Okay.
Hell no.
Damn.
And-
Okay.
And no offense to anybody working there.
Okay. just
Whatsoever. It's not just not what I want to do.
Okay.
But like, I don't know. I want to do like a creative job. I've worked for like, I used to do radio a lot. I used to write scripts a lot. I do producing とか too. So なんか creative な仕事して、not just singing vocally, but creative な仕事しつつ、music もやりたい。
When are you leaving? When do you plan to leave?
July 23rd!
Oh, wow.
Do you ever come back to LA?
I always do. Yeah.
How often?
Like
once a
maybe
year?
once a year. or
Ah,
so,
okay.
For Christmas or something. Like
Nice.
that. Anime Expo, San Diego Comic Con. I generally go to New York more though.
マジ?
Yeah.
Or New York Comic Con.
Oh,
or like things like that. So
そっかそっ
it's-
か。
yeah, we'll see. We'll
Let
see.
me know.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta introduce me to all the good food in the area.
I'm gonna crash on your sofa.
Iyo,
Yeah,
bring a sleeping bag.
That's the sofa. Yeah, I don't think they'll allow it on the plane. Yeah, it's a sleeping bag. Yeah. It's gonna be Airbnb Aisha.
So,
Wait,
ぜひ。
It came out really wrong. Okay, so never mind.
Airspeed.
It's the title of the YouTube video.
Yeah.
Airbnb, the podcast.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the big thing. You're gonna live in America.
Yeah, I'm so nervous though, because I've never
did you
lived
get an
in
apartment
America.
yet?
Not yet. So my friend lives in Studio City.
Okay.
And in a big ass house, and
Damn.
I'm gonna crash at her place for like a month while I look for apartments.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's
Okay.
nice.
Whew. I can't imagine, honestly.
But like y'all came all the way here. You've
Yeah.
done it.
Yep.
So it was
Yeah.
Doable,
work. Yeah.
Yeah, it's doable,
You
but
said earlier that you write your own scripts.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean? Exactly?
So I was doing radio for like 3-4 years, and I would write scripts like interviews for celebrity like interviews and stuff, like scripts like daihon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Could you explain what that is a bit?
Just like a layout of what we're gonna talk about, what we're gonna do, what kind of games we're gonna do on the show, script for the show.
Okay. Well, I guess my question here is like, it's like a radio show. Like, what kind of like shows could you tell? Like, I guess the audience like what is that radio show?
What is that? I had my own radio show for like
Oh, okay.
3-4. I talk about whatever I wanted to. I don't know. I'm sorry. One more time. What's the question?
Oh no. I guess my question here is I'm just curious about like, because you said you wrote scripts for it.
Yeah. So.
I'm guessing that maybe you might be able to use that when you go to LA, and maybe you might be able to.
It was all in Japanese, so I don't know how much I can use it.
Oh, right. But I'm kind of curious about like, I guess when you're going to be in LA, you're probably going to be looking for a lot of work in terms of like music. I guess this is kind of a two-part question. You said you had a second story?
A second story?
You said you had your first story about the CEO guy who was in the beach.
I have so many. Okay, can I tell my second one?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask
Dude,
about.
We've been talking for so long. Is it okay if I
we're
talk?
okay. We're gonna start closing soon, but okay. Aisha, tell us about your second story.
嬉しい聞いてくれて。second story は Okay, I was like scrolling on Instagram, and my friend had a picture with Jennifer Hudson, just like piecing. And I was like, wow, you work with Jennifer Hudson? What the fuck? I'm so proud of you. Good job.
Yeah.
And then she messaged me. She's like, Aisha, if you're ever in LA, let me know, because Jennifer Hudson just started a new TV show. And you should come see. And I was like, dude, I'm in LA right now. And then she was like, come see the show. So I went to see the show. I'm front row audience. I see fucking Jennifer Hudson right in front of me. And then at the closing of the show, she comes closer to the audience and she starts singing. It was just such beautiful melodies. And the closer she got to me, the more I started shaking and bawling my eyes out. And then she stops.
I saw this.
You saw this?
Oh yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, she stops, she comes towards me, she gives me a huge hug, and she starts belting this note, this beautiful note. And that was absolutely amazing. Gave me such a, なんていうの、シンガーとしてすごく嬉しかった. As a singer, it made me so happy to be hugged by the EGOT singer, performer.
Wow.
Yeah. And then after that, the staff was like, hey, please come to this side. And I was like, okay, am I in trouble? And they're like, when you, they're like, I'm sorry for crying.
Office,
yeah. And they were like, when you cried, the whole staff started crying because of how touched you were, because we put so much energy into this show. So what do you do? Like, where are you from? I was like, oh, I'm from Japan. I'm a singer. And there's all these staff around me. They're like, can you sing? And I was like, okay. And I started singing in a cappella, and they all get their phones out. They start recording me, taking a video while I'm singing. And they're like, we're going to send this to Jennifer Hudson. Can we post this on the socials for the show? And like, they were just so sweet to me.
But this was during this recording.
I know, after the show.
Yeah, but same area. But Jennifer was gone already.
I know, she's not there in the room. She's not after the show.
Okay.
But like,
could you imagine that if she?
Oh my God!
She was right behind you, just looking at you like those things. Then you turn around, you're like, you just die on the spot right there.
Oh my God!
Wow, what an amazing story.
Do you remember the song that you sang?
Yeah, I just sang my own song, not her song. I
A
sang
cappella, right?
Yeah, a cappella.
Right.
Yeah.
What was that song?
Love package.
Was that the one that you were? Yeah. Okay. Got
With
it.
Love Package?
One of the bigger singles, right?
Okay.
No. It's a song I wrote during Corona when we couldn't leave our houses. I wrote a song about love package. It's about like 日本語でしか言ったことない。
I don't know, during the lockdown, a lot of people were getting love packages delivered. Thank you, Uber. Yeah.
But then I made like a package full of like letters and like chocolates and rooibos tea, and I sent it to like a bunch of like friends and stuff.
Wow.
And so I just made that into a song. Even though I can't see you and I'm worried about you, I hope you're happy and I hope you're smiling when you open this package from me. So
It's cute.
Do you think you could sing it for us?
いいよ. Okay.
I'll take the pillow if
No,
you
no,
like.
no,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
no, no.
Oh, is that the
That's the talking
is that the
pillow.
proper?
Yeah.
That's
Talking
the
pillow.
That's the proper singing position. All right.
どの曲がいいですか?
All right.
Do I look here?
That's fine.
Yeah.
Go for it. Yeah.
笑ってるあなたに届きますように甘いチョコレート and ルイボスティーベランダから think of you もう大丈夫笑ってるあなたに届きますように
Beautiful.
ありがとう
That was amazing. Okay, Aisha, we are wrapping up here with your exclusive interview for the Comics Plus podcast.
Okay.
Is there anything you just wanted, anything else you wanted to say, you wanted to talk about, any message you want to give your fans, the new fans, anything like that?
Remember when we talked last time and you were like, Aisha, you should start a vlog?
Yeah.
I think I might do it.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, for my journey to go to America.
Aisha in America,
Yeah.
make it happen.
I'm just nervous though. Like, what do I talk about? Like, what do you want to see, you know?
Just the process, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So are you saying that your experience with Akasan and Radley here has changed your life about vlogging? Like if we can do it, so can you? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, but like I like documenting like these experiences and emotions and like the stuff that you asked me, like we should be talking about all this stuff more often. So yeah I want to start doing it. And like I think documenting my process of moving to America is a big deal for me. Like it's scary. I'm so
For anybody,
scared.
yeah.
Moving
Yeah.
in general.
Yeah. And like change is so scary, but like I think if I can show my journey, someone might want to do their own journey. So it might be like a good thing, not just for me, but for people watching.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
So you gave me that idea, so thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Checks in the mail. Yeah, wait.
No.
The invoices, the bills in the mail. Never mind. I'm not giving you money. Yeah. Okay. Come on now.
2023.
I guess so. Aisha, why don't you tell you're good.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell everybody just where can they find you, socials, things like that, everything. Close it out here.
Okay. アイシャのインスタグラムもアイシャだよ。AISHADAYO アイシャだよでフォローしてください。あと YouTube も I'm gonna start vlogging. So please check that out. Bye.
There you go. Okay. Well, there you have it, guys. Thank you very much, Aisha, for being on the podcast for today. We got another one.
Yeah.
The first one of the year, right? It only took 6 months. It only took 6 months, guys. Guys, make sure you follow Aisha at all her all of her social vlogs, all of that other stuff, all the links, the new vlog channel coming up. Hopefully, by the time this goes live on YouTube, you'll have something for you guys for you to click on, follow. Anything else you want to say, or? That's it. Do you want to live in America too? Yeah. Do you want to live in America too? Did Aisha inspire you to live in America?
Well, if I had the life Aisha had, then yes. I mean, it's not like I could just go there and be like, hey, I'm a singer, you know? It's like, no, unless you already have a following in Japan. I mean, you already have people that know you. So, I mean, LA is the perfect place to be because, you know, you can make friends with a lot of these people that you don't meet, you know, in Japan.
There you go. Well, if Aisha's in LA, if Aisha is in America, that's just one more reason for Aka-san to go back home. Guys, thank you so much for everything today. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, share, all the socials. Once again, thank you so much for being a part of it. We got it. The next podcast, I don't know when. The next location, who knows? The next guest.
Stay tuned.
Just you know what the deal is. All the socials. We'll see you on the next one next time. We're out of here, guys. Peace.
Peace.
You've just witnessed the Comics Plus podcast.
No! God, please, no! No! No!
Yeah, we're sorry about that.
Emotional, damn it!
Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and let's run a hype train on this bitch.
Not remotely what I meant.
But seriously, if you like what you heard here today, turn on and plug in all our socials, and we'll see you on the next Comics Plus podcast.
Bye-bye.